You know what I just remember? These people get a head start on that moon magic. What's these cards right here? It's synergy and friendship. So something about energy, friendship, okay? Those was on the floor. So let's get into this tarot reading. I need to wipe my table, y'all. So something about energy and friendship.
They shot her dog.
How's that spray? Let me get this spray. Yeah. So something about energy. Somebody, I keep forgetting they start that moon magic 6 days beforehand. So I know it was a full moon on the 3rd. So they get a head start on moon magic. You know what I'm saying? So today is, let me see. Today is Sunday, January 4th, 2026 at 9:29 a.m. I almost forgot about that shit. They got a head start. That's why I start doing my affirmations ahead of time too. Yep. They get a head start on that moon magic. So y'all make sure y'all pay attention. You know. Because I just remembered the man said on the TikTok that water, something about water. So something about emotions, things like that. Child, they get a head start on that moon magic. Every full moon, they start their shit. I don't know where that other, let me get my other rag. Got this table on. I gotta keep this rag underneath the table or something. Child. That's a darn shame. That is a shame they still doing that shit. It's a shame they still doing moon magic. Ooh, Lord, to mess with your emotions, your intellect, your emotions. You know what the moon deal with. Child, I ain't got some time. Look, I heard a church is about to go down for money laundering. I heard that. Let me start out with these cards first, and then I'll get tarot on it. Wow. There's a lot of churches that be getting that be going down, y'all. They be going down in churches, y'all. Let me get these and then I get tarot on this. All right. So we have rushing in. So somebody could be rushing into you. Risings. I don't know who rushing into you. Somebody rushing in. After this New Year's, it's not too late. They feel as though it's not too late to rush in. Okay. I see on this clock, it says 12:05. So it could be like 12 midnight. They start rushing in. Okay. Hopefully we get some good reads this time. In a few days. This is in reverse. So not in a few days. They rushing it. 12:05 in the afternoon. 12:05 midnight. Child. They be rushing. So they could be just driving fast or something like that. Okay. Or y'all be careful. In less than a month. So this is going to be in less than a month. Y'all be careful. Because I don't know why I'm picking up. Cops could be chasing them. It's not too late, child. In less than a month. More than a year. This could have been somebody you was with more than a year. Or more than a year ago. Something took place that they was involved in while you was with them. You probably didn't know they was involved in something. This winter, rushing in a few weeks, child, but it said less than a month. September, somebody's birthday could be in September, May, okay? In a few months, child, allow things to come. So they supposed to allow things to come, wherever this is, but they want to rush in, child, not in this lifetime. It's something about, I think, beating the clock is not too late. For some of you guys, rising, for some of you guys, I feel like they're being chased by the cops. It could be late at night, 12. It says 12:05 on this clock right here. 12 midnight, 12:05. It's about 12:05. You be seeing that number a lot. Pay attention to that. Rush it in. It could be the cops chasing behind them. For some of y'all, it's just them rushing back in because they feel as though it's not too late, to come back. They're trying to allow things to come, but you didn't come back, or, are you just allowing things to come? If they come back, y'all probably believe in that. If it's yours and if it come back, it's yours. Something like that. That's what I'm picking up. So those different scenarios, but they feel as though it's not too late. October. So my birthday is in October. Child. So September. The ones this birthdays is in September, May, and October right now. That's who I'm talking to. Okay? So your birthday out here, this ain't allow things to come. Just don't be allowing people to rush in. They're sitting up here rushing in. Nah. Let's go. When you let go, so you could have let this person go on a holiday. Could have been on the holiday. You was with this person more than a year. So let's go. You're wasting your time. So it's saying that you're wasting your time. Risings. It's saying you're wasting your time. Okay? They was sleeping on you. They didn't think you was going to leave. I don't know why I get that. So let me get these cards right here. Oh, God. Child. I need something to drink. My cigarettes in here. Okay. I'm going to try to make a dream catcher. This one's on the floor. All right. I'm going to put this back. I'm going to get these spiritual things because they're on the floor. All right. Ciao. I ain't going to put those back here no more. All right, y'all. So let's see what this is all about for y'all. Okay. Let's go. Those was on the floor. Give me something about on a holiday. Who are they talking about on a holiday? Give me something for this. Your ex. On a holiday. What they were saying on this holiday. I'm going through a lot right now. I need space and time to gather my thoughts on a holiday. So some type of vacay space they need. I can't stop thinking about you. I'm seeing the synchronicities. It's driving me insane. Right? Give me some of this rushing in. Why did they rushing in? I'm tired of the silent treatment. I want to sit down and talk about this once and for all. So that's why you're rushing in. You're allowing things to come. You're not making no moves. Blah, blah, blah. So they tired of the silent treatment. You could have them blocked. So that's another reason why they rushing in. Give me something for it's not too late. I fucked up. Don't know what to say to you or how to make this right. Okay, it's not too late. So they trying to make it right. They fucked up. In a few days in reverse, so anytime. Yeah, I guess y'all gotta be prepared. Anytime. In a few days in reverse. Oh, hold up. Okay. You have, I miss your voice, your laugh, your humor, your touch, and my feelings today. In a few days, in reverse, I'm only staying here for my kids, nothing else. I'm making my way out. So that's that rushing in energy. And then you are so smart. You had me figured out that they really wasn't going to get no, they ain't need no space. They were going to, I guess, be with their kids and their baby mama, baby daddy. They wanted to be a family again. Child, in less than a month. So this is happening. They're rushing in less than a month. I'm going to put a ring on it when the time is right. They're in less than a month. So they're going to come back, rush in, put a ring on it. Then y'all going to be together. Okay? Or you might end up proposing to them, or that's what they're looking for. Or just a split too. I couldn't give to you like I wanted because I'm still healing from my past. I'm going to put a ring on it when the time is right with that one. Child. At least they trying to do something, I guess. At least they grew up, I guess, more than a year. I don't care what people think anymore. I've been given bad advice. I'm listening to my intuition. I know you are the one with this more than a year. Okay? They're not listening to nobody anymore. They think you their twin flame. I know that's right. Winter. This is not a bad read. Winter. It was easier to lie than to tell you the truth. I wish I could take it all back. Okay. I look at my phone every day hoping I will see a message from you. Okay, winter. This winter. That's why they rushing in. You probably blocked them. In a few weeks. So they going back and forth in their head. In a few weeks, I'm going to go now. I'm going to rush in now. Then no, let me give it some time. Let me give it a few weeks. Let me see if they call me. Let me see if they message me. A few months go by. In a few months, in a few weeks. I have abandonment issues. I grew up in a single parent household. I had a rough childhood. Okay. So some about their childhood, they got childhood issues. You're wasting your time. Therapeutic communication. So they try to telepathic communication. I said so some about therapy. They might be doing therapy. They might be going through therapy. You're wasting your time. They might have told them that they're wasting their time after what they did to you. The therapy probably told them, you're wasting your time. Do something for September. So they try to come back. They could have tried to come back in September, May, October. You just allow things to come. September, I dream about you constantly. I hate that I have to wake up because it's so beautiful in the 5D. September. So they see you as an earth angel, starseed, whatever you want to say, chosen one. May. Give me something for May. These are all the months that they tried to come back. But you're allowing things to come. Give me something for this. Karmic partner interference in May. So some karmic partner interference. And what's this? On a holiday. So maybe y'all was on vacay, something like that, or either it was hot fun in the summertime. You know how it is in the summer. In a few months, you are different from the rest. They didn't mean anything to me. I only want you in a few months. Okay? Truth is, I'm in love with you. Okay, allow things to come. So that's what you're doing. You're just allowing things to come. This person rushing in. Crazy. You're like a madman. A mad woman. I'm planning for a romantic date. Or we can Netflix chill like old times. I want to cook for you. No strings. Okay? Allow things to come. So if they want to Netflix, chill, be romantic, allow things to come. Let them, you're allowed to see where they at. If they heal, if they're going through therapy, they might tell you that. My therapist told me, you would never set me back. You would never set me back. Just allow things to come. Okay? No strengths. I mean, if you do the wild thing, it is what it is what it is. October. Okay? Give me stuff for October. You could have tried all these months, different months. You probably, this is like different months of them going back and forth, I'm getting. Like ghosting, coming back. If they got kids with somebody, they probably wanted to make it work with them because they got a family, playing games at that time. October, that's what I'm getting. You didn't put up with my shit. You crushed my big ass ego, but that made me respect you even more. So something in October. It said something about a holiday too. So any of these holidays, these dates, they was acting a fool, wasn't it? I know that's right. They was out here acting a fool on any of these holidays. When you let go, child. So you let this person go. Finally, addictions clouded my vision. I'm trying to get my life back together. So I told you it was some type of, therapy going on. It's some type of therapy. Child. Let's get some more. Please unblock me. Yeah, that's me calling you from an unknown number. I told you got to block. That's why they're going to act crazy. Looking like crazy, man. For others, I'm telling you, they're on the run from the cops. They know they only got a matter of time or something before they go to jail or something like that. You got to be careful. You don't want them, kicking in your damn door. They didn't see them run there at your house. Then they kicking your damn door. You're like, what the hell going on? Yeah, I know that's right. Risings. This is crazy. So be prepared. You might be shocked, but allow things to come. It says allow things to come. If they're going to therapy, they're getting help, or whatever this is, just allow things to come. Risings. I be getting these cards mixed up, y'all. I get tired of that. So let's go. I try to keep my cards straight now. All right. Let's go. So let's do some tarot. Let's see what comes out in the tarot. I did y'all a late night read yesterday. What was a late night? It just, when I hear things, uploads, I guess that's the time that somebody need to hear it. So I come on there. It might not be my story. It might be your story. But we all went through something. It is what it is. All right, let's go. Let's get the tarot on this. I don't want to put these cards back over there because then you put these cards right here. I want them to fall. All right, let's go ahead and get the tarot. Let's see. Royal Risings, Jay. So what came out? Look. Loss, grief, depression. Somebody could be going through depression right now. I'm going to tell you. I know with my situation, I forgave everybody. In my situation, it's just a part of, the part that you probably really looking forward, at least have the dignity to apologize. It don't matter what it is, what it's about. At least have the dignity to apologize and say, I apologize, and the part I played in that, or I wasn't in my right mind, whatever's going on, But sometimes you ain't gonna never hear an apology. But you being intuitive, you already know. You're an intuitive, you already know. You're not. When I bring that shit up, you know what I'm saying? When I bring that shit up, it's just like, that's a therapy for me to get it out. I don't want to hold it in. If I hold it in, what? You got treated a certain way, but you're an empath. And I'm like at the point where it's those everybody have arguments, but it goes too far when you take it too damn far. You know what I'm saying? When you take it a little bit too far, and you know that person won't take it that far, that's crazy to me. But let me light my sage. Get this energy out. Well, on my part, you know, I forgave everybody. You know, that's me. I forgive everybody. But for my sake, I don't understand why you just can't just a simple not a sorry, because I don't like sorries. I apologize even without the explanation. You know what I'm saying? I apologize. You know, people egos be getting in their way. I think I gotta get this down. All right. There you go. Either way, you're gonna be fine, y'all. Either way, like I said, Earth Angels, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be balanced. You're gonna go down your path regardless. You're gonna balance yourself out. Okay. Some about giving and receiving. Sun about to come out. It's been cloudy, like a mist, a cloud mist. When I risen this one. So 10 of Pentacles. Okay? You got 10 of Pentacles this year. This is year 10. And 10 come out. So some about 10-10. You could be seeing 10-10 a lot. Okay? Justice. That's your justice. To bring balance. Okay? So I'm going to be balanced out with a 10 of Pentacles. Okay? Yeah, Knight of Swords. So somebody coming in with some communication, swift communication, justice, about some justice, 10 of Pentacles. So if you got a suitcase or something like that, settlement, that's about to come through soon. Okay? You're about to hear some type of communication about it. Okay? Anything that's dealing with justice, I mean, you're about to hear some type of communication. Okay? And that's going to end a cycle. Okay? And you're going to have insight on a lot of things that you didn't have insight on before. Okay? And then we got 3 of Cups in reverse. Child, I don't think you can be celebrating with your friends and family. Because this communication coming in might have something to do with them. Yeah. It might have something to do with them celebrating, you know, something, justice, something with the justice system, something going on, new beginning. So a Knight of Swords is coming in with communication about family, friends, and reverse. Child. 3 of Cups. Queen of Cups. That's emotions, nurturer, you know, healing. That's a healing vibe, intellect. I mean, men, this is just, you know, you got a yin side too. So you got a King of Cups, but this is a Queen of Cups. It could be somebody, Queen of Cups. It could be somebody, Queen of Cups. You know, they could be a water sign. Look. Made a fishy deal being sneaky. Look, as this shit come out. So that's the communication they're going to come to. Look, tower. Just hit the floor. Hit the table. Look. Being sneaky, making fishy offers behind your back. And celebrating. Tower. Wow. Making fishy offers behind your back. Now they're in loss, grief, and depression. Or going through depression, crying over spilled milk. Child, what is going on? Then we got Page of Swords. So this is but the Knight of Swords is swift, fast, communicate. Somebody coming in and tell you something from the justice system about a 10 of Pentacles. Page of Swords, They could be a young energy, younger than you. They got some type of information, child, justice. This is somebody from the justice system. I don't know why I get like, that look like a woman on that picture with the ponytail, but it could be a man, you know, rising justice. This is right over just. This is like a clerk of court. Like communicating with the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords could be like certified male. This could be like certified male or something like that from the justice system. So you're going to get a certified male from the justice system. These people ain't going to be celebrating no more. Child, this Queen of Cups, that's the Queen of Cups upright though. So the Queen of Cups could know about it. So they're going to do a tower for being sneaky and not giving you the information. See that, like, it look like money in that, you know, cup right there. It look like money. They was being sneaky and not telling you about it. Chill. Give yourself for this. Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups. It's like emotions, intellect. This is somebody, yeah, this is somebody from the courthouse. It's like the clerk of court, the judge. They must have found out something. So they found out something. Now they need to communicate with you. Knight of Cups. So we got Knight of Cups under the Knight of Swords. And also they found out some type of information. Some information was brought to their attention. Knight of Swords. So they need to send you this communication. All three of them. I mean, the judge, clerk of court. This is like the judge, the clerk of court, and there's somebody else. It look like somebody hidden too. Give me some for the Three of Cups in reverse. Ciao. Three of Cups in reverse. I see Hangman. Give me something for the Three of Cups, child. This celebration is over. They've been blocked. Exactly. They've been blocked from celebrating. Child, Hangman. I seen it anyway. They're in the Hangman. Child. What the? They was being sneaky. The Queen of Cups. Tower. So the Queen of Cups might be the one going to jail. As I said it, I can't even lie. Child, entrapment. This Queen of Cups is going to jail. They work hard on this, putting in all this work in this courthouse or whatever, this justice system, putting in all this goddamn documents, putting in all this goddamn paperwork. Child, communicating with these people, you know, behind your back. Somebody knew something was off. Somebody knew something was off. Offering them something, maybe pay them off or something like that. Offer them something, so something came out. They paid somebody in the court. Maybe this clerk of court, so maybe this is what this King of Cups is coming to bring information to these three people in the courthouse. Hangman, this woman is in Hangman in regret. She kept making these offers to this man right here. Child. It's some type of documents, paperwork kept being sent in. Look at her writing. It's a man, but look at her writing. Or she had this person keep writing up fake, false documents. Bitch going to jail for perjury. I heard perjury. Going to jail for perjury. God damn it. And offering, you know, I don't know what type of offer this was. Maybe it was sex, 2 of Cups. You get them to do this for her. Child, this is Queen of Cups. You get them to do it. Now they're about to go do a top look. Hidden. I'm going to turn this around. 10 of Wands, burdens. Tower. For doing something hidden. Child. battling back and forth with the cops for something not to end, going back and forth with the cops for something not to end. It's the end of a cycle. This 10. Ending of a cycle this year. Sneaky. So you're going to get this quick message. Give me something for the 7 of Swords and yeah, that's upright. Made an offer, I'm trying to tell you. Look at all that money in that cup. Went behind your back, did something. Got some dough. Got to get the cash. Got to get the dough. That shit being put to fucking rest because the attention. So it must be like some change of court or something. You know how, I don't know how they do it in any other place, but you know how the judges switch like once a year, every 6 months, they go to a different state. So this must be a new judge. Something was brought to their attention. Something ain't looking right in them documents that this person kept filling out. Something ain't looking right. That shit been put to rest, or they about to be put to rest, or about to get fired. Child, what is this? 7 of Swords. They thought they had the victory in this. Look, now they going to conflict. So they got in a 2 of Cups situation with somebody from the courts just to do this. Pull this off. Now they going to do conflict. They thought they had the victory in being sneaky behind your back. Look, they're not an earth angel. They're a fallen angel. Hey, there you go. That would do it. Going against a shining star, They could have been, I don't know why I'm getting child. They've been doing this since a child. So it's something that you supposed to have been receiving since a child. They know they got to walk away now. Child, this is how long, it could have been 8 years. They've been doing this hidden. Giving and receiving with this person. Giving and receiving with the courts. You see the scales right there, child. This could have been 8 years, y'all. Now it's about to end. The sun. Because you're divine. This is a fallen angel. Page of Cups. Yeah, this offer that they made. They got to walk away. Because there's a lot of conflict. Yeah, they don't want that to get back to you, boy. Giving and receiving. Trying to defeat you at all costs. Yeah, I know they don't want that they don't want that information to get back to you. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Trying to tell you. King of Pentacles in reverse, they ain't fucking with them no more. They was getting rich off this shit too. Until somebody found out about this shit. It's a done deal. They're like, I'm not putting in that paperwork no more. King of Swords, yeah. King of Swords stepped up. Like, something ain't looking right. I'm going to bring this information to whoever's over them. Maybe the bar association. Maybe they brought some information to the bar association or some shit like that. Got their ass a hangman. They don't know what to do. Now their ass going to jail. It could be 4 people going to jail. I see 3 cups right here, but I see 4 cups right here. So they all going to fucking jail for taking this goddamn off. Child, jail. You in jail. You in jail because you failed. You in jail. You in jail because you failed. Yeah. 7 of Pentacles. Waiting for they was waiting. They kept waiting for this. Maybe it was a monthly check. Direct deposit. Child, they was getting direct deposits. 4 of Pentacles for stability, home. Don't tell me, yeah, giving and receiving. This King of Pentacles in reverse. He ain't, child, he ain't, Look at him. Look at her. Like, please, please, please. Bitch, who you are? James Brown and shit. You James Brown and shit. Come on, please. No, you've been defeated. Along with this King of Pentacles in reverse. Y'all thought this is like monthly checks or monthly deposits. They've been getting this shit for 8 years. What's this? 7. They've been getting this. Now they cut off. They've been getting it. So it's something you're supposed to receive when you was a child. Unicorn energy. That's what I'm getting. They've been getting that shit. Let's see, 8, 7. Somebody could have been born 87, 78. He was born in like 87, 78. They've been getting that shit since then. They've been getting them goddamn money. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck you survive and you ain't got no damn job. Somebody, like, they could survive without a fucking job. Like, how you gotta think about it. Like, they be making up shit like, I gotta go here, somebody borrow me money, or they could be doing shit like that over the years. Like, I got a sugar daddy if they're a Queen of Cups. I got me a sugar daddy if it's your mom. I got me a sugar daddy, but it's really your money. There's a lot of conflict going on. Tower moments going on. But it's hush hush. They ain't gonna tell you shit. The King of Pentacles is that judge. Now he in reverse. Somebody took some information to the Bar Association on his ass. So this might be a new judge or somebody, maybe they, do audits. I think courts do audits too. And they found something off. I don't know why I'm getting like account. Something about accounts. And your person keep coming in there and they got a relationship. Oh, that's another thing. Having a relationship with a client. This Knight of Cups. So you got Knight of Cups and a Knight of Swords. That's them two. They work for the justice system. Sorry. I apologize. They work for the justice system. 10 of Pentacles. So you getting this back. And they look. And that's crazy. Because if they bought a house off your shit, they got to get a house up. I mean, the Queen of Cups and this King of Pentacles in reverse. They got to get his house. They got to get their houses up. Child. Anything they bought with that money, they got to give it up. Because they got that shit got to go back to you. So that means you get to sell both of their houses. It's something going on, y'all. It's crazy. I'll use my cup. So that's what I'm getting. They took that shit to the Bar Association. This is a new judge, or this judge is a Knight of Cups energy. Yeah. I seen the clerk of court too. I be tired of talking about this shit right here. This is nerve-wracking. I hate when it come out because it's weird how this shit go on. And on and on and on. And nobody ever catches on. It's because they're getting paid to keep their mouth shut. They balling. You motherfuckers balling off your shit. It's balling. This is the King Pentacles in reverse now. That's crazy. King of Swords right behind him. Okay. So the King of Swords is the new judge. And the Knight of Swords is the one that communicates the information, brings the information to. So the Knight of Cups is the one that brought the information to the Knight of Swords. Brought it to their attention. Which the Knight of Swords could be the Bar Association. Child, they getting disbarred. And then you got the King of Pentacles in reverse, which is the judge. So that's who they reported. The judge. This is the new judge, the King of Swords. Child, look, worried like a motherfucker. When you gonna come kick the goddamn door in? I heard that. When they gonna come kick the goddamn door in? I don't know. To the moon, Sally. I don't know. So that's what I'm picking up. Yeah, they was getting it in. Whoever this queen of color could be, your mom was getting it in with this judge. Child, they was getting it in with this judge just to keep this money deaf. To a wise vision, foresight. I told you somebody was looking into something, audit, some type of audit or some shit like that. Look, that brought that shit to it. They ain't in the 9 of cups no goddamn more. They ain't happy no more. They don't even want to fuck no more. I'm gonna just be honest. They more worried about when they come to kick in the doors. When is they coming to kick in the doors? Look at this shit. When is they coming to every night? That's why you shouldn't do wicked shit, because wicked don't get no rest. You don't get no rest when you do wicked shit. Just hand people over their shit. If it don't belong to you, just hand them over. It's gonna be found out one day. I'm trying to tell you. This person been getting this shit since like a child. They started putting in the work. This is a courthouse. This is your mom and whoever was celebrating became friends with these motherfuckers with this goddamn money. They ain't celebrating no more. They all fighting now. It was your fault. It was you. You put the documents in first. They all gonna do a tower in this court. In this court, they gonna do a tower, y'all. Y'all don't hear it. Look, they try to defeat you. They know they entrapped themselves. They going to jail. God dang. Why do y'all do this shit? And that's like, yeah, that is pretty. Look, presenting them with the documents. Presenting them with the documents in the court. Yo, what is this? This is where the moon. Yeah. Fighting it. They trying to fight this shit that they did hidden. They trying to fight off from you hearing about it. They're keeping the conflict. I'm telling you, they're keeping the conflict silent. They gotta keep it silent from you. Tower, but they're gonna do a tower. What was that? What I was just saying. Fallen angel in reverse. You the sun, they're the fallen angel. Burdens. You mother going to burdens. I couldn't sleep at all last night. I know that's right. Where's that? When they was putting in that paperwork. They was putting in that paperwork, y'all. Giving and receiving. Then they started giving and receiving. Look, this 10 of Pentacles. Child, what is going on? What is that? Look, there we go. They was putting in that paperwork. They was putting year after year. So you must got to put in to get annual payments, lump sum annual payments, one on the floor. Like one of them they didn't get. Look. One of them they didn't get. But they was putting in that motherfucker. Look. Started working on something. Look. Year after year. Child, this is 8. So maybe you supposed to be at 8 years old, started getting this. Maybe your great grandmother or grandfather left you this. Maybe it's something. Or even they could have sold a property that belonged to you and got the money for it. And they just make sure they, withdraw out the bank little by little or some shit like it's somebody audit too. I'm telling you, it's somebody audit. This court got audited or something. Maybe some shit came up. And then they found this shit. They ain't celebrating no more. They ain't hangman. What the fuck? He's the King of Pentacles in reverse now. He got to give you that shit. A judge, child, is stressed the hell out. Getting disbarred. And under a lot of anxiety, stress, fear, and worry. King of Swords. When this King of Swords stepped in and they're truthful, honest, they're not going to play no games. Okay, lovers. You could be a Gemini lawyer. Child, death. Or like I said, was having sex with this whoever in your family. Let's do this again, because I don't like talking about that shit. But either way, they got this information. They're about to get this barred. They already heard the news. So if people acting funny around you, it's just all types of weird shit. It's because they're going through conflict behind the scenes about this money. Like, at this point, that's y'all. At this point, hey, it is what it is. But they did this when you was like 8. Or they could have just been different stories. Some of y'all 8 years old. You supposed to start getting this payment when you was 8. And they supposed to turn it over when you 18. Okay? Or something like that. They supposed to let you turn it over. They never turned it over. So what they've been doing, like making it seem like you was, 8 years old again. I mean, child, they could have kept you hidden. I know they kept this hidden from you, but it's gonna be exposed. But it could have been like they've been blocking you from getting this information so many times. 7 of Wands, they could have been blocking you from receiving this information. So they've been blocking it. They got P.O. box specifically for that mail to come there. Anything from the court. They got a P.O. box. Child. They got a darn P.O. box. So they sent this to a P.O. box. They sent all mail from the courts to the P.O. box. Dead. This motherfucker been collecting. Just, they could have a, okay, so wherever this money at too, and that's bank, they got the P.O. box for the bank and the court just to go there. They pay for a P.O. box. For the mail, they get the regular mail to make it look like a regular mail coming in their mailbox, but they got a P.O. box for the bank information, and this, court stuff. Child. Because we do know P.O. box have a regular address too. Some courts don't allow to send a P.O. box, but they do have a regular where you can use the regular address too. This is crazy. They've been blocking you. That's how they've been blocking. They got this shit at a P.O. box. They got this shit coming to a P.O. box. Child. Justice. You about to get justice in this? This is a Queen of Cups. Child, let me tell you something. You too old to be going to jail. You are too old to be going to jail. And it's like, how many years? I'm just getting like, for some of y'all, it's 8 years old. You're supposed to get it when you're 18. They're supposed to turn it over to you. Right? I'm getting some of y'all, they've been receiving this for 10 years, annual payments. And then some of y'all is 8 years. Okay? Now they got to walk away. But this is P.O. boxes. That's how they set it up. Somebody, not all of them, in your situation. Some of them, they was doing this sneaky. They know they sneaky. A Queen of Cups got intellect. They know how to manipulate. They know how to manipulate every fucking thing. Like, they what is that noise? I must be on the spot. Must be the ancestors. Because I don't see what's popping. They gotta walk away. 8. Somehow 8. I'm telling you. 88. Somebody could have been born in 88, 78, 80, 87. So those are different scenarios I'm picking up. You supposed to got payments turned over to you when you was 18. But you were getting these. They got the payments, of course. It was over in their hands. There was a POA. They just want to release the POA and turn it over to you when you're 18. Then you got some of you. They've been getting this for 8, 7, 10 years. And they're supposed to hand this over a long time ago. They're supposed to have handed this payment over a long time ago once you turn 18. And they never did. They just kept going to fill out this goddamn paperwork. I'm just seeing and made these people an offer. That's crazy. Now they about to go do a fucking tower. And now they blocked from this money. Their accounts could have been frozen. Damn. So the judge accounts is frozen. They did an audit. I'm keep hearing an audit. Like a whole court audit. For the court, something came up. Something is not right. So the one okay, so what is that? IRS? So when I said the King of Swords and all that, one of them is the IRS that does the audit. Something came up. Yeah, there we go. So this person, the Knight of Cups, is the auditor. Came from IRS or something like that. Something ain't looking right. That's what fuck they hold. See how God works though? See how divine works? They were just sitting there. I'm telling you, just letting that shit, 7 Pentacles, death. That shit, they shit got blocked. Their bank account is blocked. Frozen. They cannot get into that account. This new judge that came in, it's a new sheriff in town. Ain't playing no motherfucking game with him. This judge worried as fuck. They know this house they got right here. Yeah, yeah, I know that's right. They mad as hell. They mad as hell at this King of Swords. Ain't no telling what they might do. They mad as hell at this King of Swords. The King of Cups is the auditor. Okay, so that's when we get a Knight of Cups or whatever. He's the auditor. He came in with this information. And then whoever else, they gave them the information, and this judge got disbarred. Because something ain't looking right. And they found out that they was having sex with clients. Oh, child. You see him in the bed, alone. No, you can't even be seen with the person no more. That's crazy. You can't even be seen with the person going to your house. You know you being watched. They're mad as hell at this new judge right here. It's a new sheriff in town. I heard that shit. This King of Pentacles in reverse. That's in Hangman. That was in reverse. And the three, all that celebration at that court or whatever they was paying her has to stop. Child giving and receiving. This all of them. All of them that court about to go to jail. God damn. What is wrong with the clerk of court? I see 3 people in this picture, but it looked like somebody higher in the back. So this one want to stay hidden. So the whole time they was giving and receiving, this one stayed hidden. The one I see in the back, way in the back, in the dark. This person stayed. I'm going to keep my hands clean. 3 other people. All these people in the court. Child and regret. Child, lost, grief, depression. They is depressed. The wicked don't get no rest. Outpouring support from the divine. That's how they sit this person in. Child, some got triggered. Some got triggered or something like funds, misled funds. Maybe somebody from the courthouse don't know what's going on and their accountant or they're in charge of finances or something like that. And they don't know that these people doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? And maybe they reported it to somebody and then it got, audited. And then all of a sudden the auditor had to come and do all they filed. They found it and something don't look right, especially with this judge. So they're going to have to cough up the information. That's another thing I'm getting. All these people got to talk. They got to go in front of somebody. I don't know who they would have to go. The bar association or something. Go give the information. Look at all these people sitting there waiting to talk. Somebody going to be rushing to talk. That's that car rushing in. they gonna get a better deal, I guess. They might get a better deal. Whoever come first, you see how I got his arm folded. Whoever come up and give me the information first, get a good deal. You know, some shit like that, child. Outpouring the support from the divine. So this is like, come to me first. Whoever come first, get a deal. Look at everybody else waiting in line. Them cuts. Child, ready to talk. Rush it in. I'm gonna see this house. When y'all get this house or that judge, because I know he got a nice ass house. I don't know why I'm seeing them little plants with them palm trees on it. Outside the house. Nice brick ass house with that damn bay window. The plants in it and shit. Living all lovely in there with his wife. His wife probably don't even know he did this shit. If he's cheating, if I ain't cheating, child. Before you sell this house, please take a photo of it. I want to see this shit because it looks like a nice ass house. I told you something about palm trees. It's something about palm trees in front of that damn house. That's a nice ass home. They're gonna have to sell it and give it to you, or either, I don't know why I'm getting the energy that this old judge is mad at this new judge. And I'm getting a creepy feeling about this shit right here. I don't know why I'm getting hitman vibes. Before they go to court, I'm getting hitman vibes. Child, don't be thinking they don't get in that shit. But you still going to jail because another judge just going to take over. I don't know why I'm getting it going to pay a hitman. I don't know why I get they doing that shit. They're going to play a hitman. So some of y'all, like I said, it started when you was 8. Put it that way. When you turn 18, you supposed to turn it over to you. They never did that. She just kept putting in paperwork. I don't know what type of documents you could put in. Maybe some shit like you said, be my POA. Some shit like that. I don't know. Maybe documents like that. You mental, you know, some shit like that. You know, some shit like, I don't know. But they getting all in trouble for this shit. That's weird. Got that Page of Swords. This is a young intern or something. Child, they tearing that court up. Look. This part, this just looks funny because I hope y'all get the vision that I'm seeing. Somebody was putting in fucking work with that paperwork, man. They was doing it over and over every year, man. Every year putting in the work, filling that, making sure that shit was just right and shit. Maybe they was copying off of something. Copy, pasting. Maybe they was copying off of something and putting it on there. You know you going down for this shit. And how long you been doing it? And how long you been doing it? Man, whatever they probably looking at a long time, like 8 years. It's like something about the number 8. It's just gonna keep register 888, something like that. Child, why you just didn't give them their money? Like by now you too old to go to jail, man. You don't wait till you like in your 60s and 70s and go to jail. Your aunt and them could be like 60, 70 years old. And you're willing to go to jail. That's crazy to me. You're willing to go to jail at 70 years old, 80 years old. That's a little old to be going to jail, don't you think? That means you ain't gonna survive when you get in that bitch. Oh, well. Look, the Divine said that's the truth. You don't have your security, your stability. You ain't have to do nothing. You still defeated them. You ain't know nothing about it. But you outrank them. That's crazy. Look, the Hierophant. The Wheel of Fortune turn into your favor. Mm-hmm. You gonna have security for sure. You get to stay in one house or you get to sell in one house. I don't know what you gonna do. What you gonna do? I know it's gonna be burdensome for you when you hear that information. You'll be like, what? That's where that money was coming from? All them groceries? All them groceries and shit? I bet you that, look, I told you, home, look. Then I say you got palm trees around that bitch. It's a nice ass house. 4 wands. Security, stability, you happy. Look at that. You ain't even have to do much to get a fucking home. You probably was applying for homes and shit, didn't even know. You got like 2 houses. Now you got 2 houses. You get to sell one and rebuild a house or sell both of them. If you don't want to stay in it, I don't know. I wouldn't want to stay in that judge house where his family know where he live at and shit. You know, I would sell that judge house. And then again, sell both of the houses and get another house somewhere. I wouldn't even want that house that whoever your family member is, because it's a family member, somebody close. I wouldn't even want that house. I would sell both of them and just go get you a better house somewhere else. That's up to y'all though. But you got security. That's what the Bible said. That's the truth. You ain't even have to do much. Y'all probably was out here filling out for apartments. That's dirty. If somebody sit up there, watch you fill out housing and apartments, knowing, you know, they got money, they got 2 houses and shit. That's crazy. They're watching you struggle and shit. They sitting there watching you struggle. Child, you gonna be hurt when you hear this shit. All these years. Swift communication, I'm trying to tell you. It came back out, Knight of Swords. Burdens. You're going to be burdened at first, but you're going to be strong, child, when you hear these messages. When you get this swift, fast message. Somebody was being the Queen of Pentacles off your shit. That's what all them parties and shit. When they was having birthday parties, you're going to be pissed the fuck off. So all that was my money. You gonna be like, all that shit was my money? You throwing parties with my shit? You gonna be pissed the fuck off. Got put out public housing. Why? Probably was on purpose. They all be working together. Don't think housing don't work with the courts. I told you they need you to be homeless. Because whatever documents they put in the court, they need you to be homeless. You need to be out on the streets. Wow. The crime. You willing to have somebody homeless out in the street just to do this. That's crazy. They willing to have you homeless out in the streets. They don't give a fuck. While they spinning, you out there in the motherfucking streets, probably about to eat a sandwich out the goddamn trash can. They don't give a fuck. That's cold. That's cold. Motherfucker thieving like that. Like, they rather have you out in the streets. Just give people their shit. I don't fucking stand it. Oh, daughter was in the hospital for 2 months. And you know you gotta sign them lease. Child. These motherfuckers greedy. Whoever this person is, they're slick, sly, sneaky, snaky ass, conniving. I wouldn't be surprised if you jump on the bitch. She going to jail anyway. I wouldn't be surprised you beat the fuck out of this bitch. She has you like, you know, when you hear this, I mean, you like, yo. So, because you're going to think back to all them days, like, yo, you was partying with my shit. I'm sitting up here, all these groceries you bought in here, it was my shit. You got this shit off of. You wanted me homeless out in the sheets. You know, you was up here trying to live like the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups energy, but you was wearing a mask, goddamn. Like, so all that money that you spent on them bills, all that, you're going to be thinking about all that shit. So all that was my money. You was spending on shit. You was willing to have me homeless out. That's what's going to make you want to beat a bitch ass. You was willing to have me homeless out in these streets. And what they do, they get a group of people. They join covens. That's another thing they do. They'll join a big group. They'll hurry up when they know it's getting close, or they feel like, you know, intuition, they're about to get caught. They'll join a big ass coven to protect them. I need protection because I know if they find out, they probably beat the fuck out of me. We can wait till your ass go to jail. Don't worry, you'll have somebody, you know, ancestors in there whooping your ass. The ancestors in there be whooping your ass. When you get there in jail, you'll get your ass whooped in jail. Don't worry about it. You ain't got to put your hands on them. Justice going to serve itself out. When they go to jail for doing this sneaky ass shit, they going to get their ass whooped in jail. But these probably people that don't go to jail. I'm telling you, they're going to be up every night worrying about if they're going to get their ass whooped or not. Is somebody going to come in my cell and whoop my ass? Yeah. Yeah. Is somebody going to come in the cell and whoop my ass? Yeah, they're going to come in the cell and whoop your ass. I'm telling you. That's just the ancestors tearing that ass up. Because you too old to be going to jail. Like, and you think motherfuckers in jail, them youngins in there, you think they give a fuck about, you know, they don't give a fuck about no tears. They don't give a fuck about shit. They don't give a fuck about old, young. They gonna whoop your ass. They don't give a fuck about what group you in. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit, man. That's the thing that get me. You take something from somebody and then you join the covenant and back your ass up on the shit that you did to somebody. You need a whole group or a gang up on one person because you stole. Child, and the whole damn group getting fucked up, got burdens. They all going to jail. You willing to, that's the thing with me. You willing, some of them don't tell them what it's all about. They just lie and say, you did this to them, you did that to them, something like that. Some of them don't tell the truth. Why they doing what they're doing. They know what they're doing, though. I told you a Queen of Cups got intellect. They know how to manipulate. They'll go and say, oh, they beat on me, or they do this to me, or they did this to me, you know, they did that to me, you know, they're gangster, or, you know, they like to go out there unaliving people. They'll tell them anything just to get them to back you up, back their ass up. They'll tell them any fucking lie. They going out here passing around shit. They're going out here passing around shit. They'll tell them anything to get people to come for you. Like I told y'all last night, they do shit like that. They'll fucking lie on you. And it's all because of them thieving. And then by the time everybody find out, it's too late. Hopefully you make it out. Hopefully you make it out. They don't give a fuck. Any means necessary. They want to keep hold of that money. Hopefully you make it out. But I bet you it ain't my money. They couldn't go through it. They wouldn't be able to go through it. Child. A Queen of Cups is a upright. Well, they're just liars. They just good manipulators. That's what that deals with the water. They're very good manipulators. And if they have to use their body or sex to get something done, they'll do that too. But they'll be out here calling you a prostitute. You don't use your body in that way, I guess. Man or woman. I tell you, this Queen of Cups do anything. They just, I don't know why I picked that up. They joined a cult or group just to have backup. But they did not tell the group what they was doing. They just said this, that about you. And it was all lies. And now maybe the group is finding out now. Because I told you information coming through. Maybe somebody carrying the information. Maybe somebody know the information like, Yeah, move to where you at. Oh, you was in 2 different hospitals? Sorry to hear that. That's crazy. Yes, it do. Lead to destruction. Yeah, it's draining. That's what they be trying to do, drain you out. They trying to drain you out. So you'll forget about it and say, fuck it, or whatever. Yeah, they doing all, I mean, they do magic on you. Muscles popping. Thank you. They, pneumonia, ooh, and both of her lungs. You gotta get her some lung cleanser. I went on Timo and I get lung cleanser. When I smoke cigarettes, you go on Timo and look up lung cleanser. That's what you need to start getting her. She easy to get colds and stuff and pneumonias in her chest. You need to start getting the mucus because it's really the mucus building up in her chest. You need to start getting her that, so she can clean the mucus out her chest. And believe me, it worked. Because, man, I took that stuff one day. It was a big haul, you could feel it and it come out your chest. Like, big haul like that. That shit was crazy. Hell yeah. Cleaning them lungs out. That's crazy though. Eagle Spirit around here. I'm from Philly. So yeah, we fly high. No lie. You know it. Falling line. I know that's right. Child, let me finish this read. This is crazy. They just want to stress you out. That's crazy. And live off your shit. No, you're not. You're going to jail. I wish somebody get this shit. They're going to jail. And that's crazy. Let's get something on this coven or whatever. Because I feel as though they joined a group right after they did this. Gang group. They joined up with a gang or something like that to help protect them, but they didn't tell these people the truth of what really was going on. They just said whatever they said, and these people just took it and ran with it. And you're a good person. That's fucked up. If this is family members did this shit to you, that's fucked up. That is real fucked up, man. That's real fucked up. Cause I bet you any my money, if you would have came around somebody for their ass, you would have gave it to it. Whether it's your child, whether it's a family member, shit like that. You would be like, here. Something came in the mail for you today. You would have been just like that. And they know that shit. You would have been like, here, this came in the mail for you. They'll even go as far as doing magic on you, death magic on you. To get rid of you. That's crazy. Child. That's crazy, man. Let's get something on this cult that they hired or gang or see what they up to. Child. They're gonna know in a minute. They probably already know that they was lied to. And these other people probably scared. Your family members probably scared. Like, yo, I didn't think it was gonna hit that like that. What do you think, man? When you coming for a healer? What do you think? Child, I would never do this. I would never make somebody's life a living hell like this. I would never do this to somebody. That's shame. I would never do this to anybody. And they know that because you're an empath. I would never do this even to my worst enemy. I wouldn't want 1,000 people coming for somebody. I wouldn't want that shit. I told you, look, clean up. Child. Never, ever. I would never do that. Right? I wouldn't do this to anybody. I wouldn't take nobody through this shit. That's crazy, man. That is real crazy. It's bad karma. It's a man-made disaster. And see, the thing is, why these people will be coming for their ass now is because, number one, they didn't tell them the real reason. Some of them did tell them. Like, I got some money for you. If you do this for me, you fuck with them. Or some shit like, if you go fuck with them, I got some big time money for you. Some of these people ain't get paid. Organized crime, I told you. Damn. Fraud, I told you. Child fraud. Look at them at the ATM machine, withdrawing money. Look at them at the ATM machine withdrawing money. You see what I'm saying? Child, what is this? Now, if I think back years and years ago, man, child, there's something about to come out. Divine know I'm telling the truth. It must be going to be still on exposure because it was misty and cloudy when I risen this rising. I'm like, why is it so misty and like that? Ooh, child. Desert. They deserting this fraud. Man. This person got a lot of people in fucking trouble. Trying to have control over something that don't belong to them. When they should have used their damn intuition. Look, I just told you legal proceeding. Some of these people even going to mental hospitals to try to cover this shit up. They gonna say they was crazy when they did this. I was crazy. What'd he say? We ain't talking about I can boost your location. You shouldn't be looking at nobody's location. Y'all be nice. Intuition. Child. Trying to control the situation. Everybody was on a power supply. Everybody was getting power from this shit. Everybody was getting energy for this shit. They was going hard. Thank you, Ra. Hey. Davis Carter. Natural disaster, child. This was a natural disaster when it first started. Fake death, child, grandparents, road. Somebody might be hitting the road, running from the law, boat, leaving on boat, going to another fucking state, going to another fucking country. They riding on the road, boat, try to heal the situation with this legal proceedings. They running from the damn law. Child, some of them committing crimes of passions. Look, imprisonment. If you committing crimes of passion, why the hell you committing crime of passion? Shoo, they They taking people out over this. Look, imprisonment, revenge. They want revenge for this shit, man. Like, you ain't tell us all this shit. Them motherfuckers got boats. Them motherfuckers going on the boat. They on the road. They don't want to turn back. They don't want to go back home. This is a natural disaster. Revenge. Child, they in boats. Fraud. This was a natural disaster, man. Run away. I told you they running away. Abuse, neglect. Cause they got some child. They got to heal because they was involved in abuse, neglecting somebody. When they found out what it was about, family, they joined up with family, dating people in your family to abuse and neglect you. Devil. They devils. I told you, fucking, fallen angel in reverse. Meeting. They having meetings like crazy right now. These courts. I told you it was something about audit. Something was picked up. And it's a shame to say some of these people commit suicide. Like because all this shit, they invested. But the thing is, the whole time not knowing what was really going on. Imagine those people. Not really knowing what's going on. Why? They found out you got attacked over lies. They abuse and neglect you over lies that somebody told them just to keep, like I said, this family to keep your money. Some of them knew about it. Some of them didn't. Why they was attacking you. That's crazy. These could have been people you was dating. Came in to date you. Sent people to date you. Your family. Devil. Child. These are fallen angels. Dark as fuck. Anybody that do shit like this, look. As I say, dark as fuck. This is a cult. Or a gang that wanted to assassinate you for lies. Imagine if you wasn't here right now. Imagine that shit. If they didn't give a fuck about these motherfuckers abusing, neglecting you, and committing crimes and passions on you, and fucking with you, and doing all types of bullshit to you, so they can keep this money flowing. Think about it. They don't give a fuck now. They don't give a fuck. That's weird. That's weird. You would never did this to people because you are a healer. You would never did this to nobody in your family. You would have never did this. Greed. When greed come into play, you never know what motherfuckers do. Motherfuckers take you out for greed. I done seen people take people out for a goddamn quarter, fighting over a damn quarter. Now you know that's a mess. Something ain't right upstairs. You can't control your anger about a quarter. A parking spot. Motherfuckers lose their temper. Road rage. Motherfuckers don't know how to contain their anger. Child. This disgusts me. This really disgusts me. It is like gangs, cults, and oh my. Like, what are tigers and lions? I mean, well, this is about to get the zoo on your ass in a minute. They're about to let the bears out, not the dogs out. They're like about to let the bears, the tigers, the wolves, everything in that bitch out on your ass. Elephants, llamas. They're about to pull everything out on your ass. Camels. Your ass is gonna be fucked up out here. They was about to put the zoo on your ass. Damn. Next thing you know, a big ass silverback come out the goddamn woods on your ass. You like, where does silverback come from? This shit belong in the zoo. They had motherfucker anacondas coming for your ass. The fuck is this shit, man? Thank you, Rob, for the sun. Thank you, Rob, for the sun, child. I ain't got the time. I had to get my cigarettes. This is crazy. This is real crazy, y'all. Let me lighten your load. This is almost over. Let me lighten y'all load a little bit. Let's see. Because, that energy, right? I don't know why I feel like that old judge is hiring a hitman for that new judge. I keep picking that up. Excuse me. I keep picking that up. I keep picking that up. Experiences. So just take this as a lesson, experiences, because you're going to witness the truth, okay? These moments you had, these experiences you had, you're going to get satisfaction, guaranteed, soon, okay? You're going to witness the truth, embrace the truth. Don't hide behind illusions. You're not going to be able to hide behind illusions anymore. This is over. Lesson. I just told you this is a lesson from these experiences. Moments. With these moments that you had, you gained wisdom out of this, okay? Even if you ain't want the wisdom, you got that wisdom. I bet you that. Like, wow, wealth. About what people would do for wealth. You gain wisdom about what people won't do for wealth. Like pursuit. When they be in pursuit for this wealth. Debt. What people do when they in debt. You know. That's crazy. The way these cards come out free. But you're free. Rhythm. Now just, raise your vibrations. Because you're free. You know now. It's like once you get this communication, you know now. Okay. Fulfilling. And it's going to be a fulfilling feeling to be free from all this. I know it's a long time. If you was wondering what all this is about, it's child freedom. Love. You're going to have your freedom to love, and you're going to be at fucking peace. Ain't nothing back there. Okay? I know that's right. Just keep your vibrations high. That's what probably bringing this to, light. Thank you, Rob, for the sun. You bringing the sun out. I know that's right. I'm trying to figure out what that noise was. Because ain't nothing over there. That's the ancestors up in this bitch. That's the ancestors up in this bitch. And you right. You right. You right. I seen a big, thing over there on it's like a demon. Yesterday, late last night when I was looking out the windows. I ain't gonna go there, but anyways, shift in perspective. So shift your perspective. I mean, if you do get this communication about this wealth or whatever, I would not. I know you want to be upset, but that's the past. You finally got freedom to release it. And say, oh, so I was right, or I knew something was going on deeper. It's finally, I'm free now. I can, rid myself of this now. I don't have to worry no more what's going on. I already know. And those people that was involved in it, it's just like forgiveness. It's like no hard feelings. It's hard to say, but maybe because they probably know you. Like, if you heard that word crazy, and these people that hire gangs or cults to come for you because they think they know you're going to go the fuck off, and it's like, they ain't no telling, oh yeah, they'll go off. Ain't no telling what they'll do. They probably did it because of that. Ain't no telling what that person will do if they find out I did this and that to them. Ain't no telling what they would do. And they probably didn't want that over their head, but I don't think you that type. You ain't ruthless like that. You're not cold and calculating and ruthless like they ass. You wouldn't do nothing like this. That's crazy. Oh, well, you'll find another one. But first you got to find yourself. They probably think that that's what I'm saying, where that crazy come from. if they said you was crazy and all that other stuff, they probably think that if you find out what they did, like you gonna go crazy, you gonna go ham on them, or you got somebody, some gang or something to come for them. They probably, you know, that's why they needed all these people. But you're by your lonesome. They have witnessed that you're a loner. That's what other people picking up. Like you're a loner, you don't hang with a lot of people. So they're looking at these people like, what are you talking about? They don't even hang with nobody. They don't hang with nobody. Before you come for me, it's basically before you come for me, I'm gonna have a whole gang of motherfuckers already sitting there waiting. It's like that. Child, Acoustic Records. And I'm just getting, ever since then, they've been getting fucking karma for even doing that, coming at you like that, like, and, you know, lying on you. You ain't got nothing to do with no goddamn gang. You ain't in no damn gang. You ain't in no fucking gang. I don't know what's going on, y'all, but somebody is a nut. If this your family or whatever doing this shit to you, and they had to hire a whole gang, a whole cult to come for you, join the cult, because they need protection from you, because if they hear that what they did, you might go off. I mean, you might argue, but I don't think you're going to put your hands on nobody. Or they want to keep a hold on you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you like to leave because I know you ain't gonna fuck with me no more. If you know I did that shit to you, you ain't. That's the truth. It's best not to fuck with people like that. What would you do? Remember that show? What would you do in that situation? Would you still fuck with that person, or would you leave? Or would you just go ahead about your fucking business? If you've been putting somebody to torture for 9 years, 8 years, 12 years, 20 years, I don't give a fuck how many years, 2 years, would you want to fuck with you? Would you stick around you? Nope. That'll be a no. I wouldn't stick around me. I couldn't live. I don't even know how these people live with themselves, how they can be so cold and calculating. Watch you go through the shit and laugh. But if it was them, I guarantee they wouldn't have made it. I guarantee they wouldn't have made it do all this. Anyway, I see y'all later. I don't know. Y'all about to find out some communication. Why all the conflict. This conflict going on behind the back. Motherfuckers mad. Gang members mad. Cult members mad at these people. There's a whole bunch of shit going on. You probably have a lot of police activity or in your area. It's just a lot. It's a lot. People getting disbarred. People getting fired. They're hush hush about it though. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know about that shit though. But this shit is going on. Well, I'll see y'all soon for another collector's read. Love you.